Welcome to J Sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jason Alamillo. Make sure you hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button. And if you never want to miss another special video like this, make sure you press that notification bell so you never miss another video. So, I went on Oscar Josue Montiel's podcast this week. His channel, I think it was like 2 nights ago. And we were discussing roster cuts. And I have to do more videos. But I went over the initial roster list that was released, especially with the cuts. And it was a great interview. And really, we were just kind of talking. It wasn't really an interview. And I went over the list on his channel. And rather than record another video that was the same thing, but maybe way, just under par with what I did on that podcast, I decided why not share that link with you, or that video with you. So this is me and Oscar. Oscar Josue Montiel, by the way, was our guest host when the Cowboys played. I think it was the Cardinals. And this is me on his podcast, and we're discussing the roster cuts that went on. So if you like what you hear, make sure you leave a like. If you want to kind of tell me what you think. Am I correct? What do you think of some of the roster cuts and guys who ended up on the roster? Leave a comment down below. If you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe and press that notification bell so you never miss another one of these videos. Let's get it.
So, alrighty. So I know that you're on borrowed time with your schedules, with your scheduling, and I know, like I said, I was having audio problems. So this is much later than expected. So let's go ahead and let's talk some roster cuts. Give me the rundown on some roster cuts from Dallas. What is your take on? I did see certain, most of the players that I saw on the list, I didn't even recognize. But then I remembered that for some reason, the Dallas Cowboys had like COVID-19 outbreaks.
Yeah, we've got 4 players on the COVID reserve list. Let me hold on a second. I want to see if I can find my my document. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if I can. So I can lick. So I don't remember the 4 exact players. DeMonte Casey, Carlos Watkins.
Yeah, that's one.
There's 2, and then oh my God, there's 2 more. CeeDee Lamb,
and then I can't remember what the 4th one
was. So we've got 4 players on reserve. We've got a lot of players on the IR. So I did a script for my next video, and my friend hasn't gotten the video to me that I needed to post before I came on. So for now, if you forgive me, I'll just give you the rundown from what I have seen so far and what I think. If you want, I wrote it down. So I have.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna be breaking down the initial Cowboys roster of 2021. And by the way, this is gonna change. Of course, we've got players that are on the IR that have been released. Blake McQuaid is gonna be resigning. I'm gonna go over that. They let him go.
Yeah, they so tomorrow I think is like they have this 24-hour like waiver wire.
So I think it's 12 or 1 Eastern.
Yeah,
so,
something like that. No.
So I'll be at school because I have to do things in person. Hi, baby girl. I love you. That's my baby sister. So I just starting off right off the top. There are some notable changes here, some notable cuts, some notable ones. Off the top, let's do the first quarterback cuts. I am pissed off about that. I can't curse on your show, right? So I've been practicing all day. Be like, okay, mother idea.
Well, technically, you should be practicing that daily since your sports channel. You really can't curse, so it's good practice.
I mean, is that not normal for sports channels to have like cursing all the time, or is that more like little drops here and there, like little tiny?
Actually, it's little drops here and there, but most sports YouTubers like try to like stay away just because they want to like get monetized.
Oh, I mentioned something about the vaccine today, and I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah, I saw that, and I saw the COVID 19 little thing like popping in your video. I'm like,
Wait, what?
no. So like, you mentioned like COVID 19, and then for some like, I guess whenever you mention COVID 19 or something, like little health thing on YouTube pops up saying, if you want to learn more about COVID 19, click
Oh,
here.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought that YouTube just put that because I've seen random videos where it'll put that even though the guy's just talking about like clothes. So I'm gonna go see that video then. Oh, and I forgot to do one last thing, Oscar.
Mm. Oh. I have a jarrito here.
Oh, you
SOB.
SOB. So okay. So I want some. So they got rid of Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci. That of course leaves
Ben DiNucci. I would agree with Garrett Gilbert not so much.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to that real quick. We have the least good option, the worst option, the most awful, Cooper Rush, and for now, he's gonna be behind Dak Prescott. Now, here's my thing on, of course, Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is not a great player at all, but Garrett Gilbert was good all but in one game. The Texans, he was doing really good at the beginning. All of a sudden, they weren't going to let him do more drives, so they didn't give him more drives. They bring in Cooper Rush. He does really good. I don't understand why they think that one guy is going to do great in the season just based off like a half, 1.5 quarters that he played. So I just don't understand it. And maybe he played a little more. Now, of course, you got Cooper Rush with his side, DiNucci with his sidearm throws. He makes terrible, reckless decisions, gives up interceptions. He gave away too many turnovers. Just like hockey, football has turnovers, or just like football, hockey has turnovers. And he has he's just terrible. I forgot the last fact, but he's not a great player, and they put him there. Garrett Gilbert did absolutely amazing. Like I said in my video, a 3-to-1 ratio of you doing well. I think that's good enough to put you on the team. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to put him on the practice squad. I think they should put Gilbert instead of DiNucci on the practice squad. That's just me. Now, after putting Shewa Ilanalua, I think yeah.
Don't ask me because I don't even know.
Yeah, after putting Shewa Ilanalua and Rico Dowdle on the IR earlier in the preseason, the Cowboys have cut all 3 of these guys. Ready? Jaquan Hardy, Brendan Knox, and Nick Ralston. Now, this is an area where the Cowboys will monitor, I think, the waiver wire, and end up putting someone who gets cut, and maybe monitor the into the roster or the practice squad, and maybe monitor the trade market as well, or maybe even the free agency there. Now, we also had a lot of receivers, and guess what? They've all been cut. Pretty much all of them have been cut.
All the not the starters, but like
not the stars, but I mean, if you look at it, Brandon Smith, Johnny Dixon, Aaron Parker, Osiris Mitchell, and Reggie Davis have all been released.
Dang,
and
Aaron Parker was playing really good during the preseason games.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they had to cut Aaron Parker. To me, it should be Aaron Parker. It should. By the way, does my microphone sound better like this or the way I had it before? So I'm talking here.
Oh, you're good there. You're good there. By the way, you got to tell me what mic it is.
It's the lower game, like the lowest one, almost the lowest one I can possibly go to.
Oh, it's the same mic.
Yes, same mic. I know, right? But do you like it this way or the way I had it before?
The way you had it before.
So it sounds better the other way?
Yep.
Okay. Right here? Is this better?
Oh, that's way too loud.
Way too loud? Okay.
Yeah.
How about this right here?
You're good there. You're good there.
Right here. Okay, great. So now back to this. So I said Davis and Osiris, and Mitchell and Parker and Smith and Dixon have all been released. Now, this is done. So all these guys are done with the team, at least for now, at least for a day. Some of these guys you'll most likely be seeing. We're most likely going to be seeing be placed on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Now, more
good for you. You're getting better with your football terminology.
Oh my god! Let me drink this soda. Hold on. Let me. Oh boy. Yeah, I did some research and I was like, oh, okay, I get this. I know, right? Before, like, your fans were making fun of me. I saw one comment once, like, why'd you have him on?
Wait, I did not see that. Wait, what? I did not see that comment.
Yeah, it was on a live stream and like, why did you have it on a chat? And I didn't know what I was talking about. See, I've been practicing. Okay, but now I'm doing good. Do you want me to keep going or
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So for the offensive players, Jeremy Sprinkle was cut. That was a very big, surprising cut for me.
No, because he has hands like a snake. I am not surprised that he got cut. I am not surprised.
I thought that was Jeremy Castle.
No, that's Jeremy Sprinkle. That's the same.
That's
dude.
Jeremy Sprinkle. Okay, yeah. Well, just because he was doing good in training camp and a little bit in the preseason, I thought,
no.
I didn't really.
The only thing that he's good at is nothing. Actually, no. Let me take that back. He's good with blocking. But after that, if you throw the ball to him,
the Cowboys didn't at least keep him for that. Now they're saying that they could see him as a practice squad guy as well. Ortavius Lynn is also cut, and he may not have a practice squad spot there, so he may not be on the practice squad. Now, I've mentioned him before in my last video, but it was I'll mention him again. Isaac Alacron. Again, he's a free practice squad player because he's a part of the NFL's International Player Pathway Program. Woo-wee, that's a tongue twister. He could still be promoted to, let's say, a game day if it's needed, a game day spot on the roster, probably more than anything, he'll still remain on the practice squad. And maybe he'll be, I don't know. I heard someone say he'll be brought in for special teams. I'm not sure on that one. Cowboys also released offensive tackle Eric Smith. I'm not sure. What do you think of him? Because I don't really know much about Eric Smith.
I don't know either. I think the offensive line, because this is the reason why I don't really like preseason, or this is why you need to really follow the, like any beat reporters.
Yeah.
For NFL teams, is as they tweet about what the offensive linemen do. Because to be honest, like the analysts and even some of the notes don't even like cover the offensive line.
Yeah, no, they don't. I've noticed that. It's, especially when you've given me videos and I've had to go look because there's just no coverage. Now, another offensive name is Braylon Jones. I went over that. He's been cut. I mentioned him before. Like I said, he's maybe going to be a practice squad player as well. I think here's another thing. I think Justin Hamilton and Rondell Carter are on the practice squad. I think they're going to put them there. Deontay Burton is someone that mostly everyone in the Cowboys world wanted cut. He got smashed, roasted in the last preseason game. Just like he got beaten like I beat people to the punch when I'm eating. I mean, like it's terrible. Now, 3 safeties were cut. Darian Thompson, he could be in this year's. He could actually be this year's Brandon Carr, where he's on the practice squad in the very beginning, and then he helps out with maybe special teams. Now, where the Cowboys, of course, need a lot of help, of course. You remember Washington had a field day on special teams, aside from everything else. So did Philadelphia. So did New York. So did who else did they play? They play just everybody in the NFC East. Cowboys were the worst, especially on special teams. They had a field day, so he could probably help with special teams on game day. Steven Parker and Tyler Coyle have also been cut. Now, finally, we get to the long snapper himself, Jake McQuaid. As I told you, he gets cut. Now, the Cowboys need to shuffle the roster around. I'm going to explain this to my.
Do you guys have more? Do you know if you have any other long snappers? Because that.
I mean, he's the only one that I can think of. So I think what they're doing is they're shuffling the roster so that they could get some guys to return from IR. Because I don't think they have another.
Yeah, because the long snapper, those are the guys that help out with like the field goal kicks and the punts and stuff like that.
Oh, and they kept a punter too, so I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I was curious why they cut him, but I think it's because they're trying to shuffle the roster around a little bit, to kind of get some guys back from the IR, the injured reserve list. And I must mention, this is kind of like a 58 to 60 60-man roster, 58, 59 roster, just because of all the guys that are on the COVID reserve list. So it's kind of
So like right now, Dallas. Let me see. They have 60 and they need to get to 53. So maybe like more cuts are coming.
Yeah. Oh no. There's definitely more cuts for sure. Now the Cowboys have to carry these players through the first part of the roster transactions, the first day. McQuaid is a veteran player, so he's most likely he's going to re-sign around Wednesday or Thursday at the latest. So maybe by tomorrow 1 Eastern, 12/1 Eastern. The 50. So now those are the cuts. So the 53-man roster looks like this. Some of the players, of course, on the COVID reserve list, they don't count right now. They don't count against the cuts or on the roster. Now, the Cowboys have just 2 players at quarterback, as I mentioned. Of course, Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. Now, for the backfield for the Cowboys, it's just Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. That was predicted.
I've reserves about that.
Well, I heard
a lot of reserves. Wait, those are those the only 2 running backs?
For now, yeah. From what I gathered.
What?
Maybe I just didn't look right, but for now, for the backfield.
With Ezekiel's fumbling issue, with Ezekiel Elliott's fumbling issues,
fumbling of the ball, yeah. How many fumbles did he have in one? Was it like 5 or 6 fumbles in one game once last year, or did they? It went so bad that it was just.
I think it was like 8 fumbles in total, or something like that.
Something like okay, yeah. So I was a little down, but that's why I was like, "What you put Elliott?" But Tony Pollard, I'm okay with Pollard.
Yeah, Tony Pollard's actually pretty.
He's pretty decent. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. He had he had pretty good, decent runs in the. I think it was like the Cardinals game.
Yeah. So I think Philadelphia Cardinals, but I like his speed too. Now with the receiver, it gets a little more complicated and interesting. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. Now, of course, CeeDee Lamb and I think it's Anthony Brown. No, there's 2 Browns on the team.
No, there's Noah Brown. And...
Yeah, there we go. Noah Brown, that's his name. I put Anthony even though he's on the roster. So
Anthony Brown is a cornerback.
So he's on the roster. But all these guys, Noah Brown, that's the other guy that's on the COVID reserve list. They're on the COVID reserve list, so they don't really count right now. Now, the Cowboys are taking 7 receivers. They're carrying 7. Now, let's go to the tight ends because this is funny. So Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin, Sean McEwen, they're on there. Now, he's another potential IR candidate. Now, if he is, then maybe his injury is not that bad as we all thought. So he's on the roster for now and could be back on the IR to kind of come back stash, right? Jeremy Sprinkle.
Oh no, if you're on the IR, depending on it has something to do with some rules, but apparently if you're an IR after an extend during a period of time after the cuts, you're on IR for the rest of the season.
Runs here for the rest of the season. I think this is going to be Jeremy Sprinkle because right now everyone's saying that he could be on the practice squad right away, but he could also be activated at the beginning of season, at the beginning of the preseason or the season, regular season on game day. They were saying to add a little more depth to the Cowboys lineup at the tight end position. Yeah, probably locking, but he ain't gonna catch that damn ball. It's gonna go through his hands like butter. It's gonna slip. Like I have grilled cheese sometimes, and like I get butter and I can't hold the knife anymore. Or I can't close it, so it's like my hands are like. Show your viewers like just everything falls, and that's Jeremy Sprinkle.
Too bad that the Dallas Cowboys and Washington football team play in December this year.
I know. Let me drink so I don't curse. Hold up. See, Oscar, you do this to me. Okay. Now the offensive line, things are a bit complicated. Connor Williams, he's on the COVID reserve list, as we've been talking all about on my channel. You know what's so funny is you're going to laugh right now. So I put the mic down, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm talking, but my face is above the mic, and so my mic is below, so it's not really catching me. Here we go.
Oh God.
Oh my God. So he doesn't count on the 53-man roster right now. Now, even if you exclude him, you can see that I can clearly see that the Cowboys went pretty deep with the offensive line. We have, of course, we've got. I'm just going to list the last names: Tyron Smith, Martin, Collins, McGovern, and like 5 or 6 others. And I didn't catch those. I was just like, damn it, I missed them. No surprises there in my opinion. Now, Brandon Knight is on this roster for now. And from what there are some trade conversations going on with him, the Cowboys, and some other teams. Matt Farniok is on the roster for now. He's also a potential waiver candidate. And it really depends on what the Cowboys try to do after the waiver period. Now, Josh Ball could also be an IR to return candidate, is what I'm hearing a lot of people say. Now, there are some notable movements going on here with the defensive end. We've got, of course, DeMarcus Lawrence, Oso Digozua, Randy Gregory, Drake, Dorrance Armstrong, Brent Urban, Tyrell Basham, and no surprise there. Now, Dorrance Armstrong, you heavily praised him because he did do well in the game against.
It was the Cardinals game.
Cardinals, yeah. So he made it. So congratulations. They listen to you. Maybe they like you better. Now, a late surprise here. Chauncey Golston is activated. Bradley Anai makes it for now. And, of course, we're going to have to monitor him. Tristan Hill remains out of it, of course. He'll miss at least 6-7 weeks of the season is what we're hearing. So, oops.
Yeah, he's injury prone. I think he got hurt. Didn't he get? I think he got hurt like last year at some point or something.
Yeah. And on this team, we've got a lot of broken ACL players, a lot, and recovering from that. So I don't know if Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn just love broken ACL players who have broken ACLs, but okay. Carlos Watkins is on the COVID reserve list, so he doesn't even count here. Now the linebacker, oh boy, Azur Kamara. I think he's one of the most surprising players to make the active roster around Cowboy Nation, from what I've heard. Now, he could be a good special teams factor, I think, for me. I see him as special teams. He's more of a defensive end, more of a stand-up, upside, linebacker, like a hybrid type player. Yeah. Just a hybrid type player. So essentially, hold on. I think there's more here, but my Mac is not acting right. Don't let me. Why? What? Hold on. Technical difficulties during a live stream. There we go. I was like, why won't it let me? It was because on Mac we have this thing called a quick nav, and basically when it's on, I can't press like my arrow keys. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I did miss a little bit here. Let me go. Okay, here we go. So he's more of a hybrid guy. So a hybrid linebacker. Now, we have Francis Bernard. He might go to the IR. Luke Gifford might be going to the IR as well. We have, so let's see. Now we can look at I forgot the secondary position now. No surprises here. We got Trevin Diggs, Jordan Lewis, Devon Wilson, Anthony Brown, Sean Rye, Maurice Kennedy. And then for the safety, if we look at safety-wise, Monte KZ doesn't count yet, as of yet. He's on the COVID reserve list, as I mentioned before. And then we have Johnny Curse, or I'm sorry, Jerome Curse.
Oh, you guys got that guy? Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Yeah, he released a quick cryptic tweet, though. An odd tweet, like, oh, this sucks. And everyone's like, whoa, he got cut. But no, the Cowboys had to come like, no, he's not cut. And Malik Hooker makes it. And then Israel Mokwomu makes it as well.
I heard from what I saw and from what I heard that guy balled out in the games. He was actually pretty decent.
He was very good compared to a lot of other people. He was very decent. Everyone in Cowboys Nation, when I was kind of studying up for this, they were like, oh yeah, he's got to be in there. And then right as someone released a video, they came out with Israel Mokwomu, who's going to be in it. Now Ryan Anger will be the team's punter, and Greg Erline will be the healthy kicker for the Cowboys.
If he can be healthy.
If he can be healthy. But right now he's healthy. And one more thing on Dak Prescott. So the Cowboys are trying to go for Cam Newton because he was released by the Patriots.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you. So I was going to ask you, are you guys going to be thinking about Cam Newton?
Well, there's
about bringing him in.
Well, there's two different things here. The first thing that people need to realize is he's unvaccinated. Now, I'm not against people. I'm gonna be careful what I say here so they don't take this down. Yeah,
because I'm both on Facebook. I'm on Facebook and on YouTube.
Oh, is that what you can do with the upgrade?
You can stream to like multiple.
That's awesome. Ish. I've tried. This is so difficult. So, but
Jason, you competing with me is it's not working out for you, is it?
I'm trying not to curse. Now, if you want, I'll curse up a storm right here, right now, Oscar. Don't even push me. Don't tempt me, Oscar. You know I'll just let all this practice go. I've been doing it just for you, okay? And my mom's friends. My mom's like, do you curse in these videos? I'm like, no, not this one. The most I say is like hell or ass, but like nothing like what I normally say on my other channel. Go on there. There's a lot. Actually, I've been cursing a lot less. I've been trying to censor myself a little more. So I've been trying it out. Not working, but as well. But the Cowboys, so he's unvaccinated. So Jerry Jones, as much as nobody wants to trust Jerry Jones, he's a god-awful owner and manager. He tries to be everything, as we've discussed on the podcast a million times. And I've discussed my two channels. But if he gets vaxxed, because the thing is he doesn't want an outbreak. Now, the thing I said on my thing was that if you get the COVID thing, I'm not going to say the B word, basically, you can still get COVID, and I know because a lot of countries have come out.
You can just say the word vaccine.
No, no. Because the last time I did that, my video got taken down. So
the vaccine. When you said vaccine,
yeah. Oh, because it was about how Congress members shouldn't get it The ones who denied COVID, why are they getting it? Right? It makes no sense. So anyway, Jerry Jones doesn't want an outbreak, because if you get an outbreak, even your decent players, like Mukumu and I like Hooker and I like Armstrong, if you lose at least half those good players, you're screwed. But essentially what they're saying is, look, if he is intriguing, once he gets vaccinated, I know Cam Newton's not about getting vaccinated, but if he is, he might look intriguing. And as Cowboys Nation, I realize a lot of people in Cowboy Nation are saying, well, he's not at his prime.
Yeah, that's the one thing, because I was doing a live stream with Ed Oliver earlier today. I was on his channel, and he asked the panel that we had, and he was like, should we get Cam Newton? All of us said no, because Cam Newton, he's not the same guy. He's not the same guy. He can't throw anymore. He's had a noodle arm for the last 3 years. Can't stay healthy. He ended up on, before he caught COVID last year, he played decent, but after he came back, he just was trash. So when he comes back from getting hurt, he sucks even more. So I just say, don't waste your time.
Yeah, and you could say that, right? And I can agree, but this is how bad Dallas's backups are. And normally, in general, NFL backup quarterbacks are not that great. That's why they're called backups, and that's why hopefully teams don't need them. But essentially, what people are saying is, he's a hell of a lot better than Cooper Rush, and I think that's true. He's absolutely better than Ben DiNucci.
That's true.
He's better than Garrett Gilbert, but at least Garrett Gilbert can shine with him. He can put up a game with him, right? So now with Dak Prescott, what they're saying is Jerry Jones is like, he's fine. Don't worry, everything's fine. Don't take Jerry Jones for his word ever in any way. He was right. So he was great for hiring Jimmy Johnson, then he let him go. But I'm not going to go there. Dak Prescott, he's great if he doesn't get injured. If he gets injured, that's it for the Cowboys. I would have had more faith in the Cowboys if they went with Gilbert instead of Rush. But boy, if they lose out on Prescott, knock on wood, hopefully he stays healthy. Look, Prescott, I don't mind him being out for like a half, a quarter, maybe 20 minutes of the game, 10, 20 minutes, and then get back in. If he's maybe one game, 1 or 2 games, 1 game minimum, 2 games maximum. If he's there, great. If it's any more, Cowboys are done. So that's my Cowboys take.
Well, we'll have to see what happens in week 1 and then the waiver wire.
I am very curious to see. There's a lot of players on the waiver wire, and I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
I think, let me see. Dallas was, I think, like what, 10th, 11th?
Yeah, something like that.
So I think that they could get like, obviously they'll like, it has something to do with like the draft selection too. Funny enough. So yeah, they'll get like the best player available in the waiver wire. So, let's see. So time for some Washington discussion.
What's up, everyone? Just wanted to say thank you to Oscar Montiel for having me on his podcast. If you want to see more of that, make sure you let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe so you never miss another video.